But this is what's portrayed throughout the whole earth, is it not? Is not our people praying to this every day? Got it tattooed on their arm, got it hanging around their chest. We're in the white man's country, in the white man's land, and we're at the bottom, and we're praying to a white man who saved us. Right. And you wonder why shit ain't never changed.
Wake them up!
And it ain't never changed because this is not Jesus. Right. This is a white man named Caesar Borgia. This was a rapist, a murderer. Hey, this was a homosexual. That's who that is. And they told us this was Jesus Christ. And you wonder why your prayers don't get answered. You wonder why our conditions don't change. Let's find out what Christ looked like.
The kingdom, we got the keys to the
Before the days, have you ever heard that you was an Israelite? Never heard that. Give me Isaiah 1 and 4. And guess what? Most of our people have no idea either. Because most of our people can't stop yapping, can't stop running their mouth. They're too busy to hear the word of God. They always got something to do. But think about this for a second. When have you seen this many men I know teaching the Bible? Why would you walk by? Why would you act like you don't care? Why would you think this is just another ordinary day? This is something new on the earth. Black men are out here teaching the Bible.
That's right.
You don't see your pastor teaching the Bible. You can go to church every Sunday, and he ain't teaching you the Bible.
That's right.
But we go out to the streets where our people at. Because you know why? That's where they're dying at. That's where they're catching hell at. That's where they need the word of God at. Read this.
Isaiah chapter 1 and verse 3. The ox knoweth his owner.
Listen what God's comparing us to. He said an ox know who his owner is. He's talking about an animal. He said an ox know who his owner is.
And the ass his master's crib.
And a jackass. He said he know where his crib is at. But what?
But Israel,
But the children of Israel
doth not know.
They don't know their God, and they don't know their homeland. They don't know where they come from. All we do is say we come from Africa. You see that big old continent? There's many countries inside of Africa. We don't have a clue where we come from. We don't even think about it. Watch this.
My people doth not consider.
My people don't what?
Doth not consider.
They don't consider. They're too busy sitting there wanting to be in sin. They're too busy chasing money. They're too busy trying to impress the next man. They're too busy trying to worship and serve this man right here. You know who that is? Who? You say that's Jesus, right? That is why we destroyed as a people.
That's right.
Because we think that's Jesus. Have you ever heard that description of Jesus in the Bible? Never heard that. What if I told you he looked like you? What would you think then? You're like, that nigga don't know what the hell he's talking about. But this is what's portrayed throughout the whole earth, is it not? Is not our people praying to this every day? Got it tattooed on their arm, got it hanging around their chest. We're in the white man's country, in the white man's land, and we're at the bottom, and we're praying to a white man who saved us.
Right.
And you wonder why shit ain't never changed.
Wake them up!
And it ain't never changed because this is not Jesus. This is a white man named Caesar Borgia. This was a rapist, a murderer. Hey, this was a homosexual. That's who that is. And they told us this was Jesus Christ. And you wonder why your prayers don't get answered. You wonder why our conditions don't change. Let's find out what Christ looked like. So we can wake up. Because the Bible says it's high time we wake out of our sleep. Well, today is your wake-up call, brother. You don't learn what Christ looked like. Because you believe in God, correct? Well, believe in what the Bible says he looked like. Let's find out. Read Revelation.
Revelation chapter 1 verse 1. Revelation of Jesus Christ.
What is the root word of revelation? You know? Reveal. The revealing of Jesus Christ. You understand? Read.
Which God gave unto him to show unto his servants things which must shortly come to pass. Verse 14.
Hey, little man, check this out. How old are you? 15 years old. Check this out. By the time I found out what Christ looked like and where it was written in the Bible, I was almost pushing 40. You get knowledge and wisdom right now. There's nothing in these streets. You understand? Nothing in these streets. The Bible is the wisdom of God. I want you to hear what God says about this wisdom. Watch this.
Verse 14. His head in his hands.
Give me verse 3.
Verse 3. Blessed is he that readeth.
You hear what God said? Blessed is he that readeth.
And they that hear the words of this prophecy.
Blessed are he that hear the words of this prophecy. You are hearing right now what Christ looked like. Understand something. You got many of your homeboys, your family members, they have no idea what Christ looked like. They have been praying to a white man. You are hearing this information for the first time in your life, and you can take this information back home. You can help save your family's life. You understand that? So this is a blessing. Take it seriously. Don't be distracted. You understand? Give me verse 14.
Verse 14. His head and his hands were white like wool.
It said the hair on his head and the hair on his face was wool in texture and white in color. Who has woolly hair? Black people. Is your hair not woolly? Right. So that's a strike on this brother right here. He ain't got no woolly hair. It ain't white, is it? Read.
As white as snow, and his eyes were as a flame of fire.
It said the whites of his eyes was a flame of fire. Let me ask you something. When do our eyes turn red? Huh? Upset, we drinking, stuff like that, right? That's when the whites of our eyes turn red. Christ drank wine. That's why his eyes were red. He wasn't a drunk, but he drank wine moderately. You understand that? Watch this.
And his feet.
And his feet. Let me ask you, is your feet the same color as the rest of your body? Right.
Like unto fine brass.
Like unto what?
Fine brass.
What color is brass? Brown. So his feet was brown in color. You understand? Does this man have brown skin? No, it's pale and red. But his feet is brown. Let's see how brown it was.
As if they burned in a furnace.
If you burn anything, brother, what color is it? Christ is a so-called what then? He is a so-called black man. Understand that. Understand that Christ is a so-called black man. And who do you think he come to save? He come to save us.
That's right.
We just brought it out. Read it again from the top. Read this verse again, sis. Hey, take that home. Take that flyer home. Hey, start reading. You understand? Read it. Sis, how old are you? 32, 28, 29. I'll take that right there. Check this out, sis.
Revelation chapter 1 verse 14.
Do you go to church? Okay, but you go to church, right? And you got a pastor at the church, right? Right, and they're supposed to be leading and teaching you, correct? Well, why would you go if the pastor's not doing their job? Watch this. You know what we're doing? We're fellowshipping and teaching. You understand? We're teaching. That is what a pastor's supposed to do. He's supposed to teach you this Bible. You understand? And guess what? They never taught you the color of Christ. That should tell you something. We're getting ready to read it right now. You understand? Read that.
Revelation chapter 1 verse 14. His head and his hands were white like wool.
Said the hair on his head, sis, and the hair on his face was wool in texture and white in color. Something like mine right now. Is that a black man's head? Woolly hair? That's not a white man's hair, is it? Right. Who they got in the image of your church? Is it a white man like this right here? Y'all have that image. I bet you have been in many black churches and that image was there, right? Right. Now you know why they ain't teaching you the truth. Because they're in there teaching lies. That ain't the only lie though they teach. Watch it.
As white as snow, and his eyes were as a flame of fire.
Meaning the whites of his eyes was red, sis. Read.
And his feet like unto fine brass.
It said his feet was like unto fine brass. What color is brass? Brown. Watch this, sis. So let's find out how brown he was.
As if they burned in a furnace.
As if they burned in a furnace. If you burn anything, what color is it? Black. You said charred. Hey, sis, if you burn rice, what color is it? What color is charred? Why can't you say it? Right. So Christ is a black man like you.
Nation is men leading by example. Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity. Nation is you.
And finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord, His word.